Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make blueberry muffins. Simple but delicious. What we need for this recipe, simple ingredients starting with flour. I have here 1 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of finely ground walnuts, 2 tablespoons of flaxseed, half a cup of ghee, you can use melted butter, 1/4 cup of honey, you can use agave or maple syrup, 1 egg at room temperature, 1 cup of oats, 1.5 cup of milk, I'm using 2%, 1 cup of frozen blueberries, and then here we have 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon baking soda, half teaspoon salt, and half teaspoon of cinnamon. And also, I'm going to use some pecans, which I toasted, and I'm going to process these pecans. Just like that. That's perfect. I line my muffin pan with parchment paper muffin liners and set it aside. First, we are going to pour the milk over the oat flakes, and I'm going to let it sit here for about 20-30 minutes to soak up this milk. Next, I'm going to bring together all the dry ingredients. So I have here 1 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour, to which I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon cinnamon, half a teaspoon baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm using Himalayan salt. So give this a stir just to blend it sort of together. This is such an easy recipe. You don't need an electric mixer. All you need is a whisk. And then I'm going to add also the walnuts. These are finely ground walnuts. And also the flaxseed. Did you know that eating walnuts and flaxseeds together, it's a great source of fiber and omega-3, which makes them excellent for breakfast. Especially when you have a busy morning, you can just grab a couple of muffins and off you go. This is perfect. Let's set it aside. So now let's do the wet ingredients. I'm going to break this egg into my bowl. And then I'm going to add the honey. You can use agave syrup if you don't have honey or you don't like honey, or you can use some maple syrup. So we are not using sugar because the sweetness comes from the honey. So just whisk this together. Now I'm going to add the ghee or melted butter if you are using, and just whisk everything together. Forgot something. I forgot the vanilla. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I almost forgot about the vanilla. And mix this in, stir in, whisk it in, I should say. Perfect. Now I'm going to add the oats with the milk. And stir it together. And I'm going to add the frozen berries to my flour to prevent the bleeding. Just give it a stir like this. And then I'm going to mix it into my wet ingredients and just stir it until everything gets moistened. Do not over mix. And if you do enjoy my recipe, please remember to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. And also leave me a comment and try the recipe and let me know how it came out for you. I would love to hear your comments. This is perfect. I'm using this ice cream scoop spring-loaded ice cream scoop and to put my butter into the cups. If you don't have an ice cream scoop, you should really get one. It makes the job so much easier. So you fill it up to the rim of the pan, basically. So I'm going to divide what I have here between all these cups. So give it a top to settle the butter. And I'm going to sprinkle some pecans on top. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. And then my oven is preheating at 375. And as I said, I'm going to keep them for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to lower the temperature to 350. Perfect. So all you need is a quarter cup of toasted pecans. Awesome. The muffins are done. I'm going to remove them to a cooling rack. So delicious. What did you think of the recipe? I would love to hear your comments. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye for now.